for Ohio State, going against the Campbell offense that is versatile. Moment.
I have to think, Jack, we're going to see Austin Parks and Ivan Yagovin tonight.
First possession for Campbell and Terran Frank fading and hitting.
Terran Frank thinking.
Dynamic backcourt with him and Michi Johnson. Lob inside, deflexive. Kevin McGeehan knows he can light it up if he gets hot. Takes a deep three here and just rolls out with the Sheetsville. First career double-double and a swat. Still loose. Ohio State sets the tone defensively.
No, he can really guard.
Guarding Cam Gilbert here, and he banks it in.
Over, always in control, finds his teammates, makes shots. Big-time floor general.
And there's Parrish, top of the...
Whatever reason, last year he didn't have a great year shooting the ball. A lot of his offense came from the mid-range, but good to see one go down for Micah Parrish. Then off the defensive glass and run.
Parrish backing in and muscling his way for two. Thornton going off the bounce and was cut off well by Nolan. It up, diving inside through two. May have gotten blocked partially, but the follow from Mahaffey.
You have to think, too, against...
Right to Frank. Dorsey in the corner and cashes in. Nolan at 3-2 this year and off a win against Navy. Mahaffey with his right, no, the follow once again.
Some center when they would go small. I think you'd probably argue that Royal is the center in this lineup, but at least Mahaffey's been through it.
Johnson winding, Thornton pump fake, step back.
Had the team playing some of their best basketball into the season, made a run at making the NCAA tournament.
Ended up in the East this year, lineup-wise. They've got some big non-conference games coming up too. As Parrish fades and off the mark.
Really good. Bruce Thornton, Michi Johnson, Micah Parrish to be the guys that are really scoring the ball. And this guy right here is electric.
That was pure. Hit his first 7 threes to start the year. Here's Colby Dugan. Nearly an answer from the top of the key. Here he comes, fast break. Knifing past Dugan, but blocked. First minutes for Austin Parks off the bench. Mobley Jr. driving in the spin.
Just taking that thing all the way to the rack.
Goodmanson for 3 the other way. And the rebound to Ohio State.
Steph Curry. But man, this dude he can get hot, and he can get hot in a hurry.
That's 2 already. This is Cook, shot clock down to 10.
And coaching, his dad's a coach. It's just in his blood, and he's done a great job.
Parks off the turnaround and fouled.
That's not him. He is thinking next one's going down.
8 points off the bench early for an undermanned.
Right now, he's not with the team, so this is Austin Parks' opportunity to show what he's got.
Travel on Michi Johnson.
Oh, depending on what happens with Bradshaw, these are valuable times to get experience.
Defending Frank, who rolls in the turnaround. Well defended there by Royal. And rising Zerlini. And a stable. One possession game, Dorsey gives it right back. Mobley, lob, Royal off the fingertips, no, but foul. Aggressiveness was the point of emphasis, lacking over the first few games.
Yeah, last 9 games of the season last year, averaging almost 8.5 points a game, shot over 50 physicality.
John Mobley Jr. getting in defensively.
Sending them to the line.
Off the block from Royal, swing it, corner 3. Michi Johnson.
Michi Johnson 3.
Outside of the turnover, he has been darn near perfect so far to start. 7-point lead, under 9 to go first half. Gregory, no.
Thornton's been quiet tonight. Has not scored through almost 12 minutes of play. Because the risk reward, you know, if he's more aggressive, okay, maybe a few more turnovers, but good things happen when he's got the ball in his hands and is looking to make
part tonight. Here's Zerlini on Mahaffey, almost lost it, got it back. Back to work, fading Mahaffey, got it. Right back out to Mahaffey, late shot clock, ends up with Thornton. Got a 3.
Not the prettiest possession there for Ohio State, but up
came for Thornton. Outside it goes to Mobley, and look how close Gregory is.
You have to be. Look at this shot.
Step back, fouled.
They really were. But the thing that was impressive about that game was in the second half, they got to the painted area. Love with that three-point shot. What a win on opening night for them in Las Vegas. I watch a lot of college basketball. I'd prefer it to be the home and homes, but any game where we can.
A lot is an interesting term. You're doing a game like every single night, dude.
Well, yeah.
Off the heel. Three, got it. He is on fire here in the first half.
They just love running stuff for him to get into the corner.
But Mobley stepping up in the absence of Bradshaw and Stewart. Vanderheiden blocked, and here come the Bucks. Still in the corner, kick to the other corner, Parrish, and he hits.
That is a big-time pass right there, coming off the ball.
Certainly understand why so far. His team locked in, and a foul. Touch foul on White.
Now, Colin White's going to learn that in pretty much all business, all game so far.
Sinani spinning, floating, and hitting.
That was in his year. It's been a little up and down for him in that. You see that roll go up.
Mobley again. Hayfie backing right to the rim.
Just using that physicality at times like the second half against Evansville.
Ended up winning by 50. Goodmanson, an athletic finish.
He's got.
It's easy to say take away the airspace, but how do you guard that?
I mean, you on twos, so you got to lock and trail, and take away his jumper.
And Ohio State is locked in from three.
Tonight, man, they're playing a fun brand. They're hunting threes, and they're getting great looks.
Gregory going right to the rim, and it seems like Campbell needs more of it. Corner, it's Parrish. What can you say?
I mean, a winning program, it's a great get. Certainly just in his conversations with Jake Diebler, he knew this was the place for him.
Mobley steps right in front. Here comes the freshman, and missed it. Passing up the three there, and the one-handed pass ends up with Parrish. Taking the fade, blocked by Zerlini. Zerlini looks 6'8" on film. Got some bounce.
Some bounce vertically and also just long arms.
And there's Jason Sinani, his first bucket.
That's what they're going to need from him. Tough
14, based on the start that seemed a little low. Was struggling tonight. Mobley again. He's 5 for 5. This thing looks crisp right now. A minute to go in the first half.
They've already got their average with a minute to play in the half. They've made 11 threes.
Working around the high hedge, bounce pass, Royal open for the flush.
Ohio State is just operating their half.
Struggled on this end. Ohio State's defense has certainly enforced its will as Dorsey misses.
That's the first a game a week ago.
As Royal late in the half was fouled, 1.2 left.
Think about how important, Jack, it was for Devin Royal to get that experience over the last 9 games.
Sure.
Getting that time to get it from 3. Man, look out.
Really worked hard on that over the offseason. 5 points.
Thinking, all right, it's 0-0. Just have to play better, have to guard better, and run our offense and see what we can get. But what a start, Mahaffey on the rejection first.
Dish off to Royal for 2.
But just a really mature play there by Micah Parrish. You've got a defender coming to close out.
Like his summit block on Zach Edey last year.
Yeah, that was an impressive play.
On the contest and a tough fader from Frank. See if Ohio State can stay hot from 3. I don't think they can stay as hot as they were in the first. As Royal's going right to the rim on the other side. Gregory off the bounce to his left.
That crossover dribble, he got Royal.
Thornton with 5 assists, no turnovers in that first half. Down the baseline, Mahaffey contorting. And it's off the heel. Michi Johnson the rebound.
Buckeyes have done the job on the boards. Really good seal by Royal. And what a pass up the Royal's physicality. You know, at his size at 6'6", he is such a physical presence.
Frank for 2. Mobley Jr. got a ton of minutes off the bench in the first half for good reason. He was red hot. 10 to shoot for Gregory. Striding, fouled, and got it.
We were just talking about how Royal's defense.
What's impressed you most about Ohio State's defense to start the year?
Well, I just think, you take away that Texas A&M.
1,000 career points, 24 shy of it entering the night. And he's now got 9.
And the one other teams are just not shooting it well from the outside against Ohio State.
On the baseline, back to the Buckeyes. Yeah, 20
defender. You've got a lot of guys on the floor who are good individually.
Good back cut. Royal for the slam.
Iowa City. Owen Freeman, one of those really good sophomores in the league as well.
Sophomore Austin Parks hits off the turn. Looking at the big,
there's a great team right now in the Big Ten, but there's a lot of good teams, and there's nobody that's just outright bad. You know, I think back to when I was playing in the Big Ten, 2000. Can you play this small lineup and flip that matchup to where you're so hard to guard and you're shooting from three?
Colin White driving from the Nothing's gone the way of the Campbells tonight after they were down 20-17. All Ohio State.
That's the first time tonight that Ohio, their other games, and the ball's popping around. They're getting their split action. They're getting back cuts.
White the follow, can't hit, and comes back out of Croatia. Ivan Yagovin checks in, 7'1". H.E. Johnson going to the rim and foul. Overall for the numbers this year, but you're not shooting it well from outside. Go on inside.
You think about how high his volume was.
Guarded the cut from Dugan well. Cook pulls up, and with 3 on the shot clock, he missed.
Test there. Mahaffey just staying.
That's back up top for Johnson.
Dangerous pass there.
And foul. Mahaffey. Johnson defended tight. Kick out to Mahaffey, bulldogging inside and foul. Those absences, they haven't seemed phased at all.
Not at all. That's just good leadership, but
as the pieces start to fit offensively with the way they've defended, Ohio State could certainly make some noise in the Big Ten.
That was a late shooting arm there. I don't know what that was.
Just 2 for 7 from the free throw line to start the year. Not the cleanest stroke. Campbell this season, and Sinani has taken over the role as the guy. And Ohio State keeps off the deflection.
They're coming from. It's a lot that's getting thrown at you, much like the Americans going overseas to play pro ball.
What a drive from Johnson. English is your second language. That makes things even more complicated.
We see it as Americans going over to play professional basketball. You're not speaking the language.
Like always, entertaining.
Very winning.
Mobley Jr. seems like a winner. Early in his Ohio State career, missed the. Have a couple of guys starting 4 for 4 from 3. Well, things are going to happen. 3 the other way. Gregory has it roll out. Royal the rebound. Great double-double.
Good pass. Boy, Terrence Frank just lost track of the basketball.
Reach-in foul. And Evansville's a team out of the Missouri Valley. That's a great conference.
No doubt.
Foul on the drive with Nolan Dorsey.
Off the floor after wins and be worried about who they were playing the next game already. And that was with teams with like Glenn Robinson.
Press for Campbell and Mahaffey slicing through. And Mobley Jr. fouled from behind. No shot.
Oh, good cut right there. An even better read. Just Bruce Thornton is so under control.
2 games with him playing big minutes. Royal guarding Dorsey close, and a foul call once again.
Bruce Thornton finding that fine line of being aggressive and even maybe pushing the envelope some. You know, 7 assists, 3 turnovers. I mean, that is an incredible number.
The lob was tipped by Gregory, hustling back on
2. I mean, that's a desperate team. They'd already lost a game. It's at home in College Station. And there's no shame in going on the road. Certainly play on the wing. He can drive it. But with A&M, they guard you so uniquely. And it just, I've been really impressed.
Yeah, you said it a couple times tonight. Take away the second half. Things have looked really good in Columbus so far. And the rebound to Dugan. Zerlini the other way, rejected.
But it was Thornton going. A team like Maryland with their bigs, Reese, Queen, that will certainly test the Buckeyes depending on what their front court, hard to say. Certainly Wisconsin's win over Arizona, very impressive. John Tonje, one of the great steals out of the transfer portal, I think, this league. It's going to be really difficult to win on the road because everybody feels pretty bunched up.
Yeah, even without Evansville. coming up on Sunday. A chance to bounce back against the Purple Aces.
Well, think about this, Jack. That's where the Princeton offense has hurt Ohio State. There's not back cuts. There's not split actions with screen. Western used to run it with Bill Carmody. Man, they would pick us apart.
Mobley Jr. quick catch and fire.
Does not need much Thompson. Mobley wanted to take the ball and get Meachie to the corner, and just not good communication right there, talking it out.
Showing off the handles there.
Yeah. You just have to respect that jump shot. That makes him so dangerous.
Ohio State looks dangerous when he's under control inside of the arc. That's the key for him from Jake Diebler. That's when he's at his best. There seems to be a concerted effort for Ohio State minutes with Thornton in the first half. And Johnson has the steal. Here comes Johnson. Lob.
Colin White showing off the hops to go up and get it. But those are because you go from being Mr. Basketball in the state of Ohio, where you're getting unlimited shots.
Close this team is off the court and wanting that to translate onto the court. I mean, that's it to a T.
Plays like that show that.
Fake the step back. And shoveled it out of bounds, intended for Etzler. To go here, all Ohio State tonight. 3 ball for Campbell, and it's short once again. Shaw not with the team currently, and Sean Stewart out with a concussion. So Parks and Ugovian. Bauman and Etzler on the floor for Ohio State.
Clean offense. You want to generate a good shot every time. So that's a pretty good look there for Campbell. What a drive. Clinic here tonight. They have been so locked in from the jump. Steal there. Colin White now bringing it.
Already has an alley-oop finish. And your Purdue teams to feel like you gel as Cook has the steal, fouled, and got it.
Well, you know, it was interesting time. You know, it always is going to. And with the portal, you know, we're seeing a lot of groups that have come together, and it's taken some teams that are talented.
Chance for some subs for Campbell as well. Brock Bidwell for 3. Rob, they've got Auburn coming up. They might be the best team in the country from what we've seen so far.
The way they went to Houston and played, that was a high-level basketball game for no. Ohio State comes out. They're down a couple players. That did not matter.